Hmm. Hi, friends. Hi, my name is Stu Williams. Thank you for tuning into my channel today. Uh, this video. I'm doing these Sunday sit downs, and this video is a little bit impromptu. I've kind of not impromptu that I didn't plan on doing this video today because I absolutely planned on doing this video. I just did not plan on this particular illustration because, in all actuality, I actually taped a video just prior to this that I planned on uploading to Patreon or my Patreons of a different she devil illustration that I'm currently working on, just to kind of get outside of my other uh, hectic things that I've been working on. But in all actuality, that illustration did not upload, and it disappeared. The video disappeared, not the illustration, but the video disappeared. So because of storage issues with my phone and my personal desktop computer as well. So, does anybody else have these issues? If you do, I'd certainly like to hear in the comments below. But I recorded a portrait drawing commission that I have not uploaded as yet. Um, and it's still on my phone, and it's really that, along with a gorilla commission that I'd submitted for review. Um, uh, is taking up a lot of space on my phone, so I can't save any videos to my phone, which is just kind of really stressing me out because I can't do a lot of the things I do, and then with the space storage space on my computer, um, I have a lot of video and art files on my computer right now that are taking up a tremendous amount of space. I do need to kind of move those over to a different kind of cloud storage or a external hard drive, but I haven't done that as yet because it's just hasn't been a priority to me. But it's starting to be a priority to me now because it's starting to be a nuisance. Yeah, I'm struggling with that. So it's been giving me pretty much a headache. So I just decided to kind of go back to this little illustration I started quite some time ago, just to kind of chill out and relax and hang out with you guys because if I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, I need to step back and we all should step back and kind of get back, take a deep breath and evaluate our situation and adapt and change. One of the motivational speakers that I follow along, I think it was Tom Balehu, and I've mentioned him in the past, but he does state that the human being, the human mind, is the ultimate adaptation machine, and in which you know uh, it's not the strongest that survive. It's the most adaptable that survive. So those that don't adapt, that don't uh, harness the change in our lives, will ultimately kind of fall to the wayside. Which I do believe in to a certain degree. I'm a very adaptable person. I've kind of followed change all through my life, and luckily, most of it, the majority of it, has been for the better. Unfortunately, it's taken me a long time to realize some of the things. Uh, you guys don't know you know, well, it's no surprise, that I'm a little bit older. Growing up with the '80s cartoons and things like that. And a lot of creators and animators and things of that are right around my age group. We all grew up loving a lot of the characters that were created in the '80s. That's why it's one of the reasons that Marvel is so popular right now, is because a lot of those characters of Marvel, those the Spider-Mans of the day, the Captain Americas of the days were created in the '60s, '70s, and '80s. As our generation kind of grows older and things like that. So what you're listening to in the background is a free music archive site. Uh, it's free music archive, I believe .org, and they just have a plethora of free non copyrights music that's available for creators to like myself to play in the background for free and not worry about copyright laws and tags and things like that. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check that out. This illustration I'm working on is nothing special, but I don't know, maybe as it grows and develops, it will turn into a full-blown piece, full-blown illustration slash possible print. But I'm generally just doing it because I enjoy it, so it's just one of those things, and it's also to kind of get me off, like I said, kind of ease my mind and get my mind away from those issues that I was having with my video and computer things. So what's going on? Hopefully everybody's doing good. I'd like to hear how you guys are doing and what's going on in your lives. My life has been pretty hectic. There's nothing new going as far as my workload goes. Still working like madman, creating and everything every day. Working roughly 6 days a week at my regular 9 to 5. That hasn't changed. I am, with the Patreon thing. I'm hearing a lot of new stuff about Patreon. I'm really excited to get more content, more videos, more community open, and hopefully, if you guys cannot afford to help support me and so many other artists for $1, hopefully you can just at least jump on there at Hugh Art on Patreon and just follow me, and so we can kind of chat and conversation and help support each other as we grow. That would be awesome. I would really enjoy that from you guys. Um, so more on this illustration. Well, this illustration is obviously a fantasy piece. It was actually inspired by a few artists. Um, I am, as I might have stated to you guys, I am working towards trying to. No, I shouldn't say try. I don't really care for that word try, but I am working towards. How do I say it? Working towards achieving my goal to enter the spectrum realm of fantasy artists. So with that being said, I'm working on more illustrations like these with a little bit of darker tone occasionally. Kind of studying some of the illustrators that have made it into the fantasy realm. Studying some of the Magic the Gathering series and things like that. Following YouTube channels like One Fantastic Week. And things of that nature. So yeah, I'm just really wanting to succeed in being noticed in that type of genre, and the only way I can see to do it is just keep creating content and hopefully being seen by you guys and some of those other great illustrators out there. Let's see. I'm not sure. As far as Patreon goes, like I said, I really wanted to try to gain a community there. So I will be, once I get my video issues solved, I'm going to try to upload more content onto Patreon. Yeah, this music is not, I'm not digging it. So let's do some instrumental stuff. Also with Patreon, I kind of go a little bit more in detail. I'm gonna kind of go a little bit more in detail, get a little bit more personal about what's going on with me and my life. not that I don't kind of let you guys in here, but I think with the extra incentive, and the extra community, I'm going to kind of gear that towards being a little bit open, more free about what's going on, because there's quite a bit going on with me as far as my personal life goes, which I don't really talk about too much, but um, I have a lot of things to be grateful for over the years, and well, it's just one of those things. I haven't had, I've had a lot of opportunities come my way, and it's either missed opportunities or taken opportunities that have failed, um, and that's where that makes me evaluate my life where I'm at right now. Um, I don't have any regrets. I've been uh, programmed, and I've learned throughout the years that regrets, you shouldn't regret anything in your life, and I certainly don't. I've been in a lot of bad relationships, uh, people that have done me wrong. The main thing I've felt and still feel about those types of things is I forgive people that have hurt me, and I move on. It's nothing new. Um, yeah, and I'm at a good point right now, and I love where I'm at right now, what I'm doing, what I'm capable of doing. So I definitely don't have any regrets. If I didn't follow the path I did when I was younger, I wouldn't be the person I am today. And with those struggles, I've, I think they've ultimately helped me grow as a person and gain grit and strength to push forward through the adversity, through the bad times, and yeah, occasionally, occasionally I think it's caused me to be, have a little bit too much grit, um, but like I said, I wouldn't give it up for anything. So, uh, let's see if markers will do this any justice. Um, I've got these markers from Shuttle Art, these art markers. They're supposed to be like Copics. Um, they're they're not refillable, but I've got a very vibrant color group of 50 uh, from Shuttle Art, uh, and I got them through Amazon, but haven't really used them a lot as of yet. This illustration has been done on toned tan paper. Was it just a few days after Halloween? Inktober went well. Finished that out in style. Actually, this year, my second year doing it, I did not have as much trouble as I had last year of just following the prompts, creating every day. Those that follow my Instagram, um, they saw those uploads every day, and those were in all actuality created the same day that they were uploaded. So I really enjoyed putting that content out for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it as well. Um, I believe the two images that stand out for me that I enjoyed the most was the one of Michael Myers from Halloween, um, and also there was an image of a two-headed gargoyle or two-headed cyclops, I should say, um, and I think you guys saw that last week. So I really enjoyed doing those both as well. There's also some images, some other images that were really, I enjoyed all of the ones I did. Um, the prompts definitely got my imagination going. For the most part, I started drawing what the first thing that came to my mind when I saw the prompts, is it, oh, oh well, you see those prompts and you think of something and then you start drawing, and that's kind of how it went with me. Um, One thing I didn't do that I remembered kind of halfway through as I was working on my Inktober illustrations is last year I told myself if I were to do this again, I was going to try to do like Jake Parker does and do a full poster sized image of characters created from Inktober prompts. But I didn't do that, and I it's not that I didn't want to do it. I completely wanted to do it, but if it was completely in the back of my mind, and I actually didn't even think that I would originally start Inktober until the last minute. So yeah, I just didn't do that, and maybe next year I will remember to do that if I do decide to participate. There's a lot of art related events and and contests and things that happen in these winter months. Um, so I'm not sure if I will participate next year or not. Just have to see. Like I said, the Spectrum deadline is coming up here real soon. So I would really like to participate in that deadline. I just participated in a contest for an endangered species type of contest. Both my illustrations, one of a gorilla and the other of a lion, did not were not able to get into the entry, but it was kind of a last minute decision to enter. All right, guys. I think I'm going to start to wrap it up for today. Hopefully, you enjoyed watching me work on this illustration. I haven't named it as of yet, but please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to all my YouTube to this YouTube channel and to all my social media content. I did a quick Google search on myself the other day, like some of us do every once in a while, and I actually put in super Theo in my Google search, and all my social media came up. So I appreciate all the you that support me. Make sure to check out my Patreon channel. for that, you know, that upcoming content that I had stated earlier on in this video. Um, yeah, and if you can't support me and can't support the tiers or promotions on Patreon, please at least follow me on that site. I really would appreciate the support and the gaining of the community of creators that we all just kind of work to improve and follow our journey into greatness, So I appreciate you guys. As always, big hugs. Much love. Thank you for watching. Take care.